Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, it's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribed today, thank you so much. Thank you all, it really helps me out. To everybody, subscribed or not, thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate and love every single one of you. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book 2 is published and available, and all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, including the information to contact me for a personal reading if you would like one. Okay, so welcome back everyone. Quick explanation of what I'm doing this week, as I usually do. As I was contemplating this weekend which decks that I was going to be using this week, it came to me immediately that these readings would be a follow-up to the energies that have been going on, okay? Connected to the moon. Lion's Gate on 8/8 was a few weeks ago, and it coincided with the new moon. So that was very powerful energy. New moons are beginnings. It's energy that starts to gain momentum until the full moon. And then the full moon that we had this last weekend is the full power of the moon. And so I was getting that it's going to, these readings are reflecting what these energies are doing for us. Like the example that I was getting was like when you're on a water slide and now you get to a place where you need to go up. Your raft or whatever that you're on gets stuck onto this thing that like pulls you up. But then when you get like to the top, there's these very strong jets of water that like shoot you forth. And that's the difference between why I use the water slide instead of the roller coaster, because of the jets that shoot you forward. So I feel like the new moon was bringing us up, and then the full moon is the jets. So the guides are telling me in different ways which cards belong to the Lion's Gate energy and which belong to the new moon, the full moon energy, but that's really just kind of all together, okay? So also, I'm a twin flame reader. I'm all about your spiritual path, balancing your masculine and feminine energies, self-love work, and living your life as a spiritual mission. So unless that's what you're seeking with this reading, I may not be the reader for you. But okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, which is very powerful. And I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you as your higher self wrote for your current lifetime, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that when learned raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Because of our free will, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise in vibration lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime, like this lifetime, you may reach a state that we call enlightenment. Like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, Thoth, and many others, that we know that they affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana, it's a lot like looking at your fate or your destiny, but it isn't exactly, because of your free will and how powerful that is. There are times, though, that something happens during our life that no matter what we do, we couldn't affect it. Even in hindsight, if we think we did something, and in hindsight we look back and go, whoa, that I really actually had no control over that at all. Those are written into your divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, and sometimes by an extraordinary high number of major arcana cards. You don't really have either. Okay, so no Wheel of Fortune, and let's see, how many major arcanas do you have? You have 1, 2, and 3. So, okay, 3 out of 10 cards means that this is mostly in your control. Usually I say that part at the end of the reading, so that's different. Let's get started. Okay, so right here at the heart of everything, this is the position of this card. At the heart of everything, we have wand energy. Is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me just show this to you upright. Okay, so this is a big honking choice. Okay, a choice with 2 different ways to go. However, when it's in the reverse, this is this could be, you may have been surprised recently, but what I'm feeling from this is there was a strong differences of opinions going on here. I'm just feeling like she looks really alone in this here, but when it's in the reverse, all of a sudden there's somebody else in the picture, and you have this difference of opinion, maybe of a decision that you need to make. Why are you arguing with someone when it's your decision? Sometimes this is stuff like a lot of emotion, you know, but mostly I'm just feeling like you've been doing some back and forth with someone here, and you're like, that's it, I'm moving on. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But you have an optimistic outlook. Okay, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. I'm gonna do what I need to do. But you know, sometimes this is a move. You know, this is moving on from. It looks like she's moving. Okay, normally the Knight of Wands is the, or rods, wands, stabs, staves, whatever. That's the card of moving your residence. But this to me has been saying that as well. The only thing here though is that I think that what this is saying mostly is that you don't want to argue anymore. And what is at the root of all of this is the Star. It's all your hopes and dreams, but this is also an optimistic outlook, which is exactly why I mentioned this as an optimistic outlook. I hardly ever say that for this card. Okay? Another energy for this card is you may have been asking yourself questions and getting answers, and then you have more questions. You may have been like on a mental journey. For some of you, you may have no, this has to do with someone else. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like there's somebody else. When this is upside down, especially for this reading, I just feel like there's somebody else who's arguing with you. And you're just like mentally, because swords are air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. This is your intellect, your thoughts, and your communication and stuff. And you're just like, okay, never mind. I'm done. I'm moving on from this because I think there's something good coming. You have this optimistic outlook. You're just like, I'm not going to get bogged down in this stuff anymore. I've got hopes and dreams that I got to go out and get. You know, I need to heal. You may want to become a star if you're in the entertainment industry, and you don't have time to be arguing with people. This is, you know, you've got a lot of hope. You're very optimistic about your future because you have bright prospects for your future. You know intuitively that this is meant for you. Okay? Also, this is the card of Aquarius. There may be an Aquarius that you're interested in. So here's why I don't feel like this is actually a moving card. Because here we have the Knight of Wands in your recent past that is moving out of your life at this time. Now, this is not just moving. Okay, so since this is your past and is moving out of your life at this time, this is the change of residence card. So this is telling me that you already moved or you're not going to, which is pretty much why this is saying, you know, you have it. This isn't moving on physically. This. But this is also a very strong-minded person, a non-conformist. So this could have added to this whole differences of opinion. Okay? A strong-minded person, someone who will not conform, a free spirit, someone who doesn't like to be told what to do, someone who doesn't, sometimes they may be a little controlling if they're on the opposite end. They are just, no, this is how I want things to be, and I'm not going to conform. And so if you have this type of person opposite you, then you're going to have these differences of opinions, and they may have even surprised you with how strong their feelings were. Yeah, I just feel like this was like this heated conversation, not necessarily a fight, but look at this fire energy. This was a passionate thing. This was heated. There is movement here, and there is change in every single night. Every night is a card of movement. Every night is a card of change. So this is you saying, I'm just not dealing with this anymore. It doesn't matter what their opinions are anyway. This is my life. So as a reader, these two cards here are future cards. I'm just going to grab them here. Look at how these colors, this is what Spirit's doing for me lately. I'm noticing the colors, I'm noticing similarities in the depictions that are on these cards, and I just see, like, I mean, look at how the light is shining down on her. We've got light shining down here. We've got light up in the sky, and we've got this light up in the sky, this movement, okay? So this is no bueno energy most of the time, okay? This is a really tricky situation that involves treachery and deceit and deception. This is also things like fighting with other people, you know, quarrels, conflicts with other people. Sometimes this is somebody trying to get away with something. You can see that right there. Look at this person is trying to get away with something, but nature sees all. The moon is exposing what is happening here. The crow is exposing what is happening here. You see what I'm saying? This is judgment, rebirth. It's time for something to be done, time for something to occur. But this is also judgment being made in one's favor. This is the time to repent and forgive. So I think what is going to happen here is somebody is going to tell on this person who was trying to get away with something. Maybe they were trying to get away with stealing something from you. Maybe even your intellectual ideas, because you guys were having these differences of opinions, but maybe what you were arguing about, they wanted to just try to take away from you, but the judgment is going to be in your favor. Whoever decides who gets what, this person's trying to take from you, the judgment is going to be like, no. Okay, this is a judgment in your favor. There's going to be a rebirth. You may be forgiving this person. You see what I'm saying? These can be interchangeable. No. No, they're going to be found out, and the judgment will be made in your favor. All right, so here is your hope card, which is confusing to me, because upside down it's confusion. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually it's confusing to me because this is your hope card. What? What? You want to be confused? No. Do you want to be frustrated or set back? No. Do you want to have to be patient for something because of all these delays and stuff? No. Guess what? When this is upside down, this is a no answer. This is one of those cards where, you know, this would be yes, this would be no. So you might be hoping that the answer is no. Maybe it's the answer is this person going to get away with this? No. No, they're not. You know why? Because nature, aka the universe, sees this. They see, they know it's wrong. The moon says, look, crows, look at what this person's doing. The crow says, I see that, moon, I'm going to tell somebody. And judgment comes from the universe. This, you know, this is a major arcana card. This is your divine blueprint energy. This is your spirit mission. So no. The answer is no. They're not going to get away with it. So you're not hoping to be confused. And actually now I'm not confused anymore either, because the answer is no. Yeah, I don't know what these cards really mean until I start talking. When I lay them down, I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa. And then like I get this idea and I see connections and stuff between these. But it's not really until I start talking that I get it. Sometimes I don't get it, but I'm not meant to, but at least the message has been relayed. Oh boy, look at that. Right now, this is your current state of being. This is a wonderful partnership. You are partnered up with somebody. This is a partnership that can move mountains. You might be really in love. So this might be your twin flame. This is a love relationship, perhaps. You and your, yeah, that's why you're not moving out. Maybe you had a spat and you're just like, you know what, I'm just not going to talk about this with them anymore, and we're going to just move on from that whole subject. But somebody is still trying to get away with something, but it might not even be all that bad, because the judgment will be in your favor. Oh, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so this is your energy here. Cancer is water energy. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. When I look at this card and I see these two hands with two different tones, I just feel like maybe you and your partner, or the person you're in love with, it just depends on this. You know, this can be a business partnership, this can be a friendship, this can be best friends, this, you know. But if this is, for some readers, this is a twin flame card as well. So I was saying how that's who I read for, is people who are on a spiritual mission, and normally twin flame energy as well. And twin flames can often be very different from one another, whether it's age or they're from different parts of the world or different cultures, you know. And so this differences in tone speaks of that. There may be some big differences between you and this person that may have led to this argument. And so maybe this is what is just kind of, you know, this is your current state of being. This is your environment. So maybe it just, that's why there's forgiveness here, because you love this person, and maybe it's okay to just say, look, we're just going to go ahead and agree to disagree. Right? That's very mature. That's very self-love, which is twin flame energy. It's a journey of not just being a power couple and having divine love. It's the journey of self-love, of understanding self-love, because when you have self-love, you're not insecure. You don't have to try and get things like love or your feeling of self-worth from other people. And so that's what really makes a true power couple, okay? That they're just, you know, they're not, I mean, they're both very strong and secure, and that makes a very powerful power couple. Now, here is why none of this is as bad as it looks here, because you've got the Sun card. For me as a reader, this is a magical card. It doesn't matter if it's in the reverse. Some readers will read this as you not being happy. but this is your fear card. So I'm seeing that you're not afraid of happiness. You're afraid of not being as happy as you could be. This is as happy as you could possibly be. This is you being happy, but just not as happy as possible. See what I'm saying? So this makes sense to me. But here's the thing about this card, if you're new here. Whenever I get the sun in a spread, not on under the deck or anything, in the spread itself, even if I do clarifiers and I get a card out, that means the sun is the happiest card in the deck. So what it does is it makes everything that looks negative not half as bad as it could be. So you're all good. You're going to be fine. Okay? The judgment's going to be in your favor anyway. Your hopes and dreams, you're all good. Now, this is your potential outcome, and this is the Six of Cups in the reverse. Now, the Six of Cups is about memories and nostalgia. This is reunion, reconciliation. This can be memories of childhood. Maybe you knew this person when you were a child, This can also mean past life memories, which is very much a part of the twin flame journey. However, this in the reverse means things like, in the weight deck, it means renewal and the near future. The future is coming, okay? This is moving towards the future, okay? But also sometimes this is living in the past. So don't let this card mean that you're living in the past, but actually, to tell you the truth, you're not. That did not sound right at all. You know when you hit a bell and the bell is lovely, and then sometimes you'll hit a bell that's not tuned, or you hit something else and it just, this ugly sound comes out? That's what it feels like when I say something that's wrong. I'm like, well, it could be this, but then as soon as I say it, it's like, no. I'm like, okay, and this is why. These are your 2 sixes. So you have, wait, do you have any more sixes? Hang on. Nope. Okay, so yeah, angel number 66. You might want to go ahead and look that up because there's a message in there just for you. The angel number 66 that, when you pull it up in Google, it's going to give you a couple of things to look at. Whatever you're attracted to is the message for you that day. Okay? You can go back and look at these angel numbers and be attracted to a different meaning of it, and that's for you that day, okay? It can be that complicated, but it doesn't have to seem complicated if you just know that's how it works. Okay, so this here is, you're not living in the past, you're moving on. Okay? So this is the future. This is the renewal. Okay? This is the rebirth. Good future. This is feel good energy, nostalgia. You see that? Feel good energy. This is the future of making new good memories. Wow, that is so positive. I'm so happy for you, Cancer. Yeah, I really don't think that they are trying to get away with anything serious at all. Okay, so this is the underlying energy here, is that this is, your cycle is not over. Okay, this whole cycle that you're in, it's not over. Maybe you thought it might be, but it's not. This is also some disappointment, maybe some inertia and stagnation, but you've got the future. This is, the cycle is not over. You got bright prospects for your future. You've got beautiful energy going on here. Look at this. Look at this rainbow energy from these cards. Rainbows. That's happiness. We are rainbows, When you take white light and you put it through a prism, it spits out the rainbow. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Yep, and underneath this was the 5 of Cups. So That would be mourning. You're not mourning anymore. Five of Swords. Oh yeah, a lot of conflict. You'd been through a lot of worry. But you know what though? This is a really good reading. You've got this. This is lovely. Great, great energy. Everything's going to be fine. Alrighty, let's get some Moonology cards going here for you. Yeah, everything's fine because you've got the sun going on here for you. And the future. I just love it. Oh, you know what? Pisces reading was really great too. Aquarius's reading made me cry, and so did Libra. But, man, this is really good energy. Thanks for sharing it with me, Cancer. Alrighty. All right. Man, it's these days it's like I never get a card unless I talk, but as soon as I talk, one comes out. Let's see if that happens. What do you got, Moon? What do you what do you got for Cancer? You got anything else? Anything else for Cancer? All right. That's hella funny. Oh, dang it. I don't like to bend my cards. Oh. Okay, so I'll just show these to you right now. Your commitment is being tested. Straight honesty. That's what I like. All right? How committed are you to this? Take time to breathe out. Yeah, you know, when you have like arguments and stuff and little quarrels and stuff, you know, we just get really all kind of nervous. You know, you might even be deceiving yourself here. This is a card of self-deception sometimes, okay? So just take some time to breathe out. Everything is going to be fine. It's just your commitment is being tested. So stay committed. Be forgiving. Forgiveness is for yourself. It helps you feel better. You know, there's no reason to hang on to anger. It makes us ill. It makes our life crappy. It makes bad memories. You've got good memories ahead of you to make. You know, oh, guys, look at that. I just split the deck. Ishtar's Lion's Gate right there, okay? So when I was talking about right now, you've got a bright future. That's the Lion's Gate energy bringing that in for you. You've got the sun. The sun is Leo, okay? Okay, so they're telling me how these are working. These two are not full moons. They're not new moons. These are partial moons. They're called disseminating in first quarter. But notice how what this is doing is telling me that it's the full moon energy that's doing this, though. It's just that your commitment isn't fully there. Okay, right? And breathing out, I believe, will help to well, you know, get you through all the stress. All right. All right, White Light Oracle. Okay, what have you got for Cancer? There they are. Okay, I'm feeling like I need to take this one. Usually I'll flip it over and take the one on the top, but it's this one that they want me to take. Wow, I just have to talk, I guess, to get those cards to come out. That's just cracking me up. Oh, number 2. Cupio di Solvi. I haven't seen this one before. Look at how this energy is coming out of her heart. Two of Cups. Okay, so this is also the Lionsgate energy has brought you this two. The two and the two there. Okay, all right. Let's see. Oh, also this Judgment. It's number 20, but if you take off the 0, it's 2. Okay. And oh shit, son. You've also got the 2 of Wands. Okay, so that energy as well for Lionsgate energy. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Number 2, beginning of the book. Let's get it out here. Cupio di Salvi. Sounds Italiano. I don't know if it is though. It is time to let go. Okay, every time I get this card, that's what I hear. It's time. It's time to let go, not of this person, but of anything that's holding you back. See how she's letting her come out of her heart? You see that? It's coming, she's coming out of her heart. This is her true self. That is what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's exactly what I saw right off the bat, was this energy coming out of her heart. And it's time to let go. It's time to let your true self out. That's what I'm getting. These, you see how similar that is? And this is one of the 2s. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting a lot of chills. The way Spirit is doing this for us here is very magical. Okay, so it is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution. And a resolution. There is. That's the Judgment. That's the resolution. That's you guys moving on and getting over it. Oh my gosh. Okay. But you must let go and allow it to happen. But I think you already have. You're like, I'm just going to move on from this argument. So you're already doing that. That's so awesome. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Wow! Awesome! Okay, so hang on, I gotta turn the page here. All right, you do not need to be in control in order to be safe and have things work out in the best possible way. In an often spiritually deficient modern culture, we have developed a kind of mystical amnesia. We have forgotten the genuine, effective, and astonishing power of spiritual intervention that can be evoked by an open heart. This oracle brings you a message from Spirit. There is a problem in your life that seems very real and substantial. Yet, if you approach it from a more mystical perspective, desiring spiritual connection and healing, you already are desiring spiritual connection and healing right here. That issue can dissolve. It can be absorbed into spiritual light and be healed. It can transform in such a way that your current viewpoint of suffering will cease to exist. Holy moly. There is a path for healing you have yet to recognize. And as you let go of what you think should or must be, you will recognize a perhaps unexpected path to your true healing and inner fulfillment opening up before you. Okay, like the future. This is the future. These strong differences of opinions. People here are trying to control things, apparently, whether it's you or this other person. Or maybe you've been having this inner struggle, this inner deception, if you haven't been arguing with someone else. But obviously, you've got a partner here. So, all right, so The Latin phrase, oh, okay, so it's Latin, which is why it seems so much like Italian, because Italian and Spanish and English and a bunch of other ones come from Latin. I love Latin. Okay, so the Latin phrase, cupio dissolvi, refers to a desire to dissolve, to be absorbed into the luminosity of the soul, where there is beauty, relief, and peace. I'm just going to hold these up together. I mean, look at, okay, this judgment card is the color green of healing. And she's rising. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is where was I? Oh yeah, the luminosity of the soul. Oh my God, right? To enter into such a state requires a loosening of our attachments and fixations upon our problems in the physical world. This does not mean we deny our troubles. In letting go, we give Spirit permission to heal the state of heart and mind that has led us into these difficulties. It can be surprising just how much we hold on to things we wish to be freed from. It might help you let go if you reflect on what would be different for you if this problem is no longer in your life. Sometimes we might hold on to pain, hoping to gain knowledge from a certain person who may just lack the emotional capacity and spiritual development to grant us a heartfelt apology. Sometimes we punish ourselves by holding on to pain, holding impossible and unhelpful standards of inhuman perfection when we could forgive ourselves and move on. Spiritually, we have the power to forgive and free ourselves and others. There is so much to be gained in doing so. It is a way to heal the heart from emotional poison, awaken inner peace and freedom, and move forward with our lives into the future. As we forgive and enter the temple of the heart, we can see beautiful visions of what is now possible. Oh, the future, the future! Feelings of euphoria may awaken. I kind of felt that just now. We realize we have set ourselves free from the past. I'm just going to hold up this card now with this card because, oh my God. A constraint that once weighed heavily upon our hearts has been cast off by our spiritual will. Knowing we have such a beautiful power within can bring gratitude and wonder into our hearts. In the spiritual landscape of the heart, we let go of what we think and engage with what we feel. The true mystical experience of divine love is not just emotional. It is transfiguring. It helps us transform ourselves and our lives. This oracle guides you to immerse yourself in the spiritual light within your heart, and beautiful and uplifting outcome is being offered to you. Trust in Spirit, let go, and receive. Holy moly, Cancer. Whoa, what a freaking deep and awesome reading. Spirit wants you to know they see you. Spirit wants you to know that Spirit is with you, and this is the feeling they wish for you. All right? Take a good look at that. See the peace in her face? Now look at this. See the peace in her face right there? Because her true luminous self is coming out. When we are our true selves, we are at peace. Holy moly. Cancer, what a reading! That is what I have for you. I truly hope you enjoyed your reading. I love you all. I'll see you next time.